So we're talking about the South Florida Rock Tribute Band competition.
That was a good time.
I got to tell you, I thought it was a really good time too. I really enjoyed it.
I think it was well done. It was professionally organized. The sound was good. The stage was awesome.
The sound was really good.
Um, I think that they did a great job. I don't know how many years. Is this the 10th annual? I think it is.
The 10th annual it was.
I don't know if there was enough advertising to get people there as early as I would have liked to seen them.
Hmm.
But I did hear that the 2 o'clock band, which was still alive, the Pearl Jam tribute, from some folks that were there early, that it was the largest 2 p.m. crowd that they had ever seen at the fair for that 2 p.m. time slot. So
Yeah, I heard the same thing
I
too
think
from a few folks. I don't know if we were talking to the same people, but and for those who didn't go, the bands who performed were Still Alive, a Pearl Jam tribute, Completely Unchained, a Van Halen tribute, Crush and Roses, a Guns N' Roses tribute, Renegade, a Styx tribute band, and then also Forever Eric, which was Eric Clapton. And then Let's Spend the Night Together, they are Rolling Stones tribute band. So let's start with Still Alive.
yeah,
What did you think
actually,
about
I
us?
would have. Yeah, well, I like to think that I was part of that somehow, and I enjoyed being there, being backstage, getting to help with setup and timing and things of that nature. I unfortunately did not get to hear um,
The out front version. That's true because you
well,
were
no,
over on my side of the
the
stage.
the warm up, um, because I was doing a favor for Vinny,
Mm-hmm.
so I missed the whole sound check. But I was there for the 30-minute show, and I mean, other than there were a few little hiccups technically
Mm-hmm.
that occurred, but I think that it was very well received. I think it came across great. I was watching the judges. I'd walked around. I wasn't backstage the whole time that you guys were playing. I did walk around a bit just to watch crowd reaction and see what the sound was like around the tent. And I hung out just a little bit by the soundboard, and the judges were just to the right of the soundboard there.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of stood by them to watch them to see what their reaction was. And the one, I don't know who the one woman was who was the judge, but she was very into the Pearl Jam. She was singing along, and she was really really enjoying the show. The others were kind of bobbing their heads. It's the first band of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and they're there to judge music. So I think they all enjoyed it. I think one judge enjoyed it a little more than the others, but I thought it sounded good. I thought the performance came across well to the audience. The energy was there. I think that's what some of the other bands were lacking, was that stage presence energy that was conveyed to the crowd, and I think that Still Alive was able to do that.
Wow. Yeah, from the stage, I thought, it was very well received. There was a lot of people singing along, a lot of people standing up. And yeah, we did have a few technical issues. I know Rob was saying that he was unable to hear me, that he could hear Steven okay, but he was unable to hear me. And he was also unable to hear Vinny completely as well. So,
And I would tell you that if I were running sound for that performance, um, I would have turned your guitar up a bit myself.
mm-hmm.
I think the rhythm portions blended fine, but when it came time for your leads, they were not loud enough. They were not dominating enough as they would be in a normal band performance.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was anything that I would have changed from a sound perspective from out front, that's what it would have been.
Yeah. Well, in a normal sound performance, you would be behind the soundboard. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, I think and again, they had two sound guys. They had the monitor
monitor and then the mains.
guy that was on stage, and then they had the out front sound where they actually had three guys out there. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't. At one point they did turn the your guitar up a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but they must have messed with Steven's guitar and turned it up a little bit as well, because it went right back to the way it was from a balance perspective.
And
But I mean, you could hear it. It just wasn't loud and proud enough as much as I would have made it. That's all.
And this is one of the many reasons why you don't want to be the first band in the lineup.
Yeah.
In these types of events. Try not to be the first band.
Yeah. Well, and I would tell you, you know, the second band, overall volume was much louder than you guys.
Mm-hmm. When you're the first band, a lot of times the sound man is still trying to dial in the sound just right. So the first band is kind of like the guinea pig, so to speak.
Songs, and you only have a couple songs to get it right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, a good sound guy can do it pretty quickly, but it was a professional performance. Overall, I think they did a good job.